Oh, guys, we got a dope one. CaiNo, kicking it with CaiNo. Singer, we gotta let that drop. Singer, songwriter, MC. CaiNo, what's going on, brother? We'll go ahead and get him in.
Nothing standing in my way, I just got paid, and I'm feeling great. Time is not something I waste, I got something to say. Get feeling right, yeah. Can you feel?
Happy Friday, right? CaiNo, I shot the invite your way.
Like trying to be the best, right? Step into the next, like you want to live the rest of your life on a pedestal. I'm telling you, it's just a little dose of something better than that regular you used to. Sip into something much more elegant.
I'm gonna send the invite, CaiNo. Let me know if this works.
The is us jumping off a moving truck. Oh, it's the night that everyone's been waiting for. We've been patient long enough. Everybody shake your stuff. The crowd's just waking up.
Instagram does that a little bit, so it should be able to come in here.
Just live it up. Nothing's got more power than love, and tonight is like a shower, straight from above, and everything is alright.
I accept it. Let's see if it comes through. We'll figure it out.
Get ready.
So I'm gonna cancel yours, and I'm gonna send you an invite. Let's see if it works.
Get ready. Get ready.
We'll let this bang while we figure it out.
Come on, like I got it.
I just sent you an invite, CaiNo. Let me know if that works. Sometimes it works only if we send an invite. Hey, there we go. What's going on, CaiNo?
What's up, man? Good to see you.
Happy Friday, brother. I love your backdrop, man. I was just, you're so efficient that we didn't even get to the hook before, like, we were able to get you in there, CaiNo. So I was throwing you the alley-oop. We were saying singer, songwriter, producer, MC, and I know you probably have more to add to it. So, CaiNo, thank you for joining us. If you want to tell the people a little what you do, brother.
Yes, sir. So I am like you said, I'm an engineer. I sing, I rap, I produce, master records. I started out, writing raps when I was 15, 16, and was in a rap group, and we, tour in Philly, different spots in Philly, DC, Jersey, just tri-state area stuff. And we, it was like, got approached by some labels, almost signed a deal. They wanted us to drop our boy. It was like this whole political thing. So it kind of like fizzled out. And after that, I kind of got like really just kind of fed up with the whole thing. And I was young, so it was kind of a strange time to get fed up, but I kind of fell out of love with it for a little bit. And I just started producing and really focusing on becoming a great engineer. And in my opinion, helped people that I thought had more hunger than I did at the time, because I just saw the industry as something that was just so frustrating. So I ended up, being blessed to work with a lot of incredible artists, a lot of, Hall of Famers and, just legends in so many different genres. And it was in the birth of my second son, 2015, right before, it was December 2015, so right before 2016.
Yep.
My mom got me like a membership to a sync, to somewhere where you could submit stuff. And and so it kind of like, I started seeing briefs, and it kind of like, really like woke up the writer in me again. Like it really made me be like, all right, this could be really fun. Let's get back into it. So that was 2016 is when I got into sync.
Dope.
And I've just been really pushing hard from the beginning, man. I had a goal to infect supervisor hard drives with my music. I wanted it to be like, if there was a list of 20 songs, I wanted like 9 of them to be my name. So
I love it.
It just became a game of numbers, and I really, really enjoy it. I've had the opportunity to bring other people into it, and sync just really, really, really reawakened the passion that I had for writing music and just being around musicians and all that. Yeah. It just became, and luckily I was able to build a lot of skills that are very necessary in this industry that help a lot,
Oh yeah. What was the group's name? If you guys are still active, what's the group's name?
It was Concept. It was Concept. Oh. It was me and my homie, and it was like, the Roots era and things like that. The early Roots era, and 5 Spot and stuff like that back then. It was just, it was a lot of fun. We were doing conscious music in a time that was club music, and it was just the timing was off, and it everything happened the way it was supposed to, though, for sure.
Oh yeah, absolutely. God's plan, absolutely. And if you don't mind me asking, they wanted you to drop. This is off topic, but this is industry stuff though. Like they wanted you to drop one of the people, and you guys loyalty. Did you say yeah? Or you said no? Like it was
No,
like
we
that's what I'm
figured
talking about.
at the time, we discussed it, and we felt like if there was interest, there would be interest. So
Yeah,
we didn't think, for it being something like a first deal where we were at, it kind of felt like a little too conformy. And I mean, we probably would have been shelved anyway.
I
It
feel
didn't
you.
feel
Yeah.
right. But yeah, and it is what it is. But yeah, it shaped everything how it went after that, though, for sure.
Yeah, yeah. If you sign, that's the thing. Like the industry stuff, like similar thing where like almost close to the same year, where like I tell my brothers, I was like, us getting signed in that moment, it would have been like the worst thing that could have happened to us
Yeah,
because we would
absolutely.
have probably got juiced like a lemon, like squaz, and then spit out the other. And much love, no matter how passionate you are. Even them kicking off the gate, wanting to take a member out, is like, oh, come on now. Like, you're not
Yeah,
trying
right
to
away.
change his
Yeah,
mayor. Yeah, you're trying to
I
change a
know, right
member.
away. Yeah.
Yeah. So it's one that I love that loyalty because like us, like you said, discovering sync, going through, discovering more about the business. A lot of artists that don't know sometimes get taken advantage of, Sally, but we're here like
Yeah.
to educate more for sure.
Absolutely, it's all about education. That's what it's all about.
So we're gonna
It's
kick.
got to
Yeah,
continue, right? It's got to continue past us.
absolutely, and we're gonna kick it. We usually play 3 to 5 tracks. Kano, you have so much variety. But I want to ask first before we play a song, how do you?
Yeah.
Because you were doing it before AI. We were talking about
Oh yeah.
so you're doing it before AI. How do you return contracts so quick, Kano? Because you have a record break. Like our NDAs, you are literally like boom. Like most people ain't even got the email yet. Kano's like,
I
bow, send the
Look.
task.
I understand that speed is a
It is.
requirement. I
Yeah.
understand how it's just, I don't know. I'm impatient and I'm obsessed with this stuff. So
I love it.
anytime something like that happens, I want to make sure nobody's waiting on me.
Yeah.
And also, yeah, like you said, we've been around it enough. In the beginning, it was kind of more like, let me make sure all this is, I got to make sure I'm not messing up. But it's
Yeah.
like,
Yeah.
you're talking about it coming from you. We work together. I've seen the
Yeah.
contracts. It's like, there's a certain amount of not just being like, oh, let me just hurry up and
Oh
sign it.
yeah,
I'm a
Mr.
hot
New. Yeah. Yeah.
we
Yeah.
got you. We got you because you just hit accept on the
Oh man.
terms of service.
Yep.
But there's a certain, speed. It's speed. People need that. You guys need to get that stuff because pitches need to go out. And if you're waiting on one song, it could throw everything off, or it could make that song might not make that pitch because
Yeah.
you got other stuff going on. Everybody's busy for sure, but when it comes to stuff like contracts and even briefs, it's like
Yeah.
if you send out a brief and I have 5 things, even if I might write more, I'm going to get you those 5 now
Yeah.
so that you can start with that, like just so that you're not
Yeah.
waiting on me.
Yeah. Actually, it's funny you mentioned that because it's one where like when people are like urgent, like they're probably in the bay right now, editing it right now. Even though they put a deadline, that sometimes means don't send us nothing after this because we gonna have it by now. The first
Right.
one in the queue, they might fall in love with. Okay, I like this one. We already like this one more than that one. Like, it ain't really worth it to change it. So yeah, you're on the money on that one right there. NDAs and it's funny contract. And then we're gonna rock some music. Contracts. We've had somebody hey, industry can be like that, but hey, team good guys. But we've had clients talk business. It is what it is. But talk business, and we both understand the deal, and then they send a contract, and it's completely different. Like we're not going to read it, and then say, "Hey, what's this?" Oh man, we sent the wrong contract. Like, oh dog, nah, that
Yeah,
ain't.
all right. You
You made
tried to
yourself
throw
look.
that in
We
there.
can't
Yeah.
trust you now. So those are like, you just showed your card, so we can't trust you now. But either way, thank you, Kano, for rocking with us. I
Yes,
would
sir.
say which one should we rock and roll with first because I have them right in front of me. But you have so many, so we can go singing, rapping. The future is dope with you and shout out to
Oh
Space
yeah.
Leopard. That's a dope
That's a
one.
good one. Yeah, man, go down the list, whatever you got. It's
Okay, let's
cool,
do it.
man.
Well,
It's all whatever you want. It's all good stuff.
awesome. We'll DJ it up. Here we go. The future. Shout out to Phil Leopard. Just talked to him this morning. Great guy, producer. And we talked because he's in like the Netherlands or something. Because we were like, what time zone is he on? So
Mm.
he's shout out over there. He'll probably see this later. Shout out Phil. Phil David, Space Leopard, Kano, the future. Let's rock and roll. hang with us, CaiNo, because we got some dope AI questions after this, and no better way to lead into it with this track.
I'm here.
CaiNo. Said we living in the future. Yeah. Take a walk with me like Said we living in the future, yeah, we living in the future, yeah, we living in the future, living in the future, said we living in the future, yeah, we living in the future, yeah, we living in the future, living in the future. Sitting read in my palm, think that I'm futuristic. Petals blowing off of the stem, blinking. The truth is missing. Pocket change emptied into the richest. The pool of wishes trying to detach from the moment while staying optimistic. How'd it go so fast? Engine is overdriven. Enter the deposition deep within the exposition. It's like the photos been overexposed. Think that you know all the bone growth starting to decompose. Let it go. So much left for the owner still to disclose. And the pen is running out of a fear of being verbose. We're so close. I hope the record will show that I'm giving everything I got till I implode. And this just happens to be the thing that I specialize in. Ain't no question, I ain't never gonna jeopardize it. Get the picture and hope that they televise, cause we're living in a virtual insanity. We're living in the future, yeah, we living in the future.
Yeah, that was for AI. AI's had like a hot year right now, but that was like the beginning of that year. So it's kind of like, you know, it existed, but it kind of like spoke it there. So how do you feel, and I ask it a lot of artists because, you know, we create, how do you feel about AI, whether it's used in, you know, spreadsheets or creatively, music wise? How do you feel about it?
I was a little bit, I guess, hesitant in the beginning. I had never used ChatGPT. I was hearing people use it. I was hearing some things they did with it. I didn't really understand it too much. Somebody explained it to me. I had a session and an artist was explaining it to me. He said once you start treating it like a personal assistant, he said it'll make more sense. And that's when I was like, menial tasks, little things like this here and there, summarize this, do that. I started understanding it, and in a, you know, business aspect and speeding up time, I definitely started understanding how to use it better as an assistant and using it for research and searches and things like that. Musical AI, which is I'm sure more what you're getting at, you know, it's really is a double-edged sword. It's a double-edged sword because there's part of me will always feel like every time this happens, it's the same reaction and we integrate, right? I mean, so like drum machines, right? It's going to get rid of the drummers. There's going to be we're not going to need drummers no more. That didn't happen. You know what I mean? I understand, you know, and then it was like, oh, digital recording is lazy. No one's cutting tape anymore. You know, where there's no real engineers anymore. You don't understand levels because it's all limitless.
That's great.
You know, we integrated. There's things that make this weird. So as far as like fully generated AI songs being used or being published or being used for sync or used for records, I mean, from a listener perspective, if we're going the record side, like that, you know, that you saw that data that came out, there was like this band that has like millions of views that don't exist, right?
Yep.
So in that end game, if you're pleasing the end user, if somebody is happy with what they're listening to, if somebody's day is better because of what they listen to, okay, that's all fair game. You're taking money out of artists' pockets, but I mean, it's still freedom of choice, right? So where I think it gets odd, especially in sync, and I don't hear a lot of people talk about it, but I did see some evidence of it, especially in some recent reality shows and things like that. Not necessarily someone like me or you generating music and trying to push it. The people who ask us for music, generating music and using it. Because everyone's like, yeah, you can't get royalties. They don't care about royalties.
Nah.
They just put a piece of music in that they didn't have to pay for. They're not worried about generating royalties. So everyone's looking at it from a like me perspective, like, oh, they can't do that because then no one will get paid. They don't want to pay anyone.
Yeah.
So that's where I'm like, ugh, because, you know, I won't mention the show, but I was watching a show and, you know, we all do research. We listen to music that's getting used. Yeah. And you're listening to stuff and you're like, man, this is clearly generated vocals. This is clearly generated pop music that they needed for this scene. And that's when you get worried because people are like, oh, it's making it too easy for musicians. No, if it's too easy for supervisors or editors, they don't have to even bother with coming to us anymore. So that's when it gets weird. So hopefully there will be some, you know, I know they're trying to push some legislation. And obviously training models on music unfairly is, you know, on that's eventually they're going to figure out a way to do that. You know, it was kind of like everybody vaping in bars, like for a while. They were like,
Oh
we
yeah,
going to
yeah.
do this until they tell us we can't anymore.
This
So
ain't
that'll
smoking. Yeah.
happen. I mean,
That's
as
funny.
coming from someone like me, I don't, you can't push fear, right? The more afraid we
Nah,
are, the
yeah,
less productive we are. And the more, like, especially artists and creative types, we get anxious
yeah.
and the energy gets misplaced. Like if I'm not creating music, I'm very off, you know? So we have to
True.
keep creating. We got to keep pushing. And I will say, you know, I don't want to, like, you know, use foul language, but we got to make it our B. You know what I mean? We got to make
Yeah.
that stuff work for us. We have
Yeah.
to, it has to become something that aids in our creation process. Clicking a button and generating a track, that's not very helpful. But, you know, being able to use creative tools like, you know, Ozone,
Oh
like
yeah, yeah, yeah,
mastering suites
yeah,
and plugins. Like a plugin
yeah.
is cheating. Like should we have to buy the gear,
Nah, yeah,
right?
yeah. That's
That's like,
true.
oh, that's only $150 for that plugin. I spent 10,000 on my gear. Mine's better, right?
Yeah, 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 yeah. That's
Because
very true.
it's all in your belief system. So it's like when I was coming up getting plugins and spending money on things to go into my computer as opposed to getting gear, that
Yeah,
helped me
mobile.
further learn, and I can mix in the box and I don't
Yeah,
have to feel tied to a piece of gear. But that could be considered cheating too, because we're not
yeah,
using what we're using, the new tools, the computer generated
yep.
stuff. Or if you're using Ozone, that's, you know, don't use Ozone because it's, you know, cheap
It's not
replacement
really.
for a
Yeah,
mastering engineer, unless the
yeah,
mastering engineer is using the tools to make the song better, you know.
yeah, yeah. I love that breakdown. It's funny because I mentioned it's like when people get tired of AI, like say 10 to 20 years, they might look at someone like yourself or someone that actually sings music, like a guitarist playing and singing on the street, like, dog, what is you plugged in? And he not plugged into nothing. He just singing like, yeah, that's the truth. That's the beauty of it. So it's like, yeah, I love that sentiment of like domesticating it, making it ours, make it work for us. And
Yeah,
yeah, it's no fun lyrics like and shout out to Clever. Clever, we were talking about that where yeah, the lyrics is the fun part. So even if AI was like,
yeah.
let me write the lyrics for you, like, and it's cheesy. So I love that.
No, yeah, no. And funny enough, you know, I do a lot of work for hire stuff where people will hire me to sing vocals or things like that. And I'll see a lot of these lyrics come in, you know, chat
Wow.
GPT generated lyrics, and it's like I'll, you know, I'll sing it, of course. It's like,
Yeah,
but
yeah,
it's you know, it's like it's kind of like you want to be like, I know what you're doing. I
yeah,
know
yeah,
what you're
yeah.
doing.
Like,
I
oh
know what
man,
you're doing. But
yeah.
hey, you know, I remember when everybody was like weird on, let's, you know, not now, but Kanye's 808s and Heartbreak. I
Oh,
always
with the
use that because
auto
it was
tune.
like, yeah, you're like, and what T-Pain was doing, it's like, but
Yeah,
Kanye at that point used a tool to be able to let him get out an album that wouldn't have, it would have sounded like, you know,
yeah,
Jealous Guy. You know what I mean? Like it would have
yeah,
sounded
yeah,
awful if he was just singing with no auto tune or trying to be
yeah.
authentic. So when you're using tools to make the creative process more fun or make the end user more happy with the music,
I like that.
that's when you use tools like sampling. Like they're like, oh, that's not musicians.
Yeah.
So, but yet there was a whole art form on sampling, and there's a whole
Oh yeah.
it turned hip hop on its head. So everybody's just got to do what makes them happy. But yeah, I feel like as far as AI goes, it's gonna reach a point. I don't think it's gonna replace real music. I think it's gonna replace lazy music.
Yeah, yeah,
I think it's going to replace lazy music. Like when we were coming up in sync, a lot of our teachers and the people we would go see at you know, conferences, they would be like, you know, make the track, pull up a template, and then make three more like it. Like
nah,
just
yeah,
change
yeah,
a few things. That's just AI thinking. That's what
yeah,
AI is
yeah. You're
doing.
right.
So
Yeah,
so
yeah,
now that AI figured out what lazy people are doing to make stuff quick,
yeah,
that's you're gonna have a hard time competing with a robot that
yeah. That's
figured
true.
out your algorithm. But don't be mad because you just had an algorithm.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
You just
That's
create an
deep.
algorithm. There's a
Yeah,
lot of producers that just call up their template, start again, and now you have an album of sync music. Well, now
yeah.
AI can do that too. So now you got to get better. You have to do more
I
than
like
just
that.
the you know, the basic
Yeah,
stuff now.
you got to make your own creations different than the last. Like you gotta, hey, go
Yeah.
default template. So I
You
man, I
can't
love that.
expect yourself to make it quicker, and then when something comes along to make it quicker, get mad.
Yeah, I love it. So we got all right. So we're gonna let's see. We can go different directions. So we got this summer. that goes back to Push Sunshine. That's more of you singing. We got Unchain My Heart. Shout out to Cadillac Music. That's a dope collaboration. Let's see. Lover Flame, you killed that one too. I want to say Ready for the Night for last.
All right, okay. I was gonna say Lover Flame is yours, ain't it? Ain't that your track on Lover Flame?
I was gonna say I'm trying to be unbiased, so
yeah.
Yeah. So yeah, I produce. We'll rock out with Lover Flame. Well, I produced this summer too, and both of them super great and off the wall. So let's rock and roll. Well, yeah, summertime. We're coming up. We'll play Lover Flame after. So this summer, produced by me, unbiased. Shout out to CaiNo on the vocals. Let's rock and roll. This is on Push Sunshine right now, and hey, crushing it.
Would you fall in love with me underneath the sun? Relax so comfortably once everything is done. I think that you trust in me, see the smile on your face. Would you fall in love with me on this summer day? On this summer day. On this summer. Your eyes are so beautiful. Whatever feels right is where we'll choose to go. I know that you can feel it too. There's something about this day that just speaks to you. I don't think that we should waste this time. So if you don't mind, would you fall in love with me underneath the sun? Relax so comfortably once every.
I forgot about that little drum break. I said, "Hey, go ahead." No, I can't talk. I can't give myself. I can't talk about myself like.
No, I'll talk about it then, bro. Like that Spanish guitar with that percussive, those syncopated rhythms with the haze in the middle, like the way that you filled the holes in there. That it's so funny because you think, and I don't know, maybe I messed up with the title or anything. Sometimes titles are hard because the vibe. You think of summer, you're thinking beach and waves, but it's like that felt like that. Just man, with like the tents and the flame torch lighting. You know what I mean? Like it's summer, but like summer just turning dusk. You know what I mean? Like oh man, that vibe you took me on the vibe. That music That wrote the song. The beat writes the song for sure.
Oh no, you killed it. It's an honor, brother. And then that one's like so weird. Like it's funny because a lot of mine are like really weird, and especially to sing and rap. And it was like, dude, you crushed it, man. And that one, we always talk about just music and Shazamability. Like certain tracks, like and we all saw like the Lizzo post where like it was from a sync, and a lot of people know, oh, Lizzo from a sync. Like that's the cool thing because it's like some artists, if you get like. It's cool too. I think it's still good, but like if you get in the show and like I think we mentioned it before, and like nobody looks for it, like that song just got heard and it went out the other end. But being different, like this song right here, I'm like, dude, it's so different. You killed it, and it's like that Shazamability is through the roof. So man, props to you, Keno. And on that drum roll break, like I heard in the back, like come on now,
that break. That's why I said it spoke. That's everything it needed was tucked in the beat. I always feel like that. Like the beats are just hiding what's supposed to be in there. And you just got to uncover it. It's all in the music. Anytime someone tells me about writer's block, I'm like, listen to the music. The music is telling you what it wants. Don't try to write the song. You know what's funny about Think? A lot of the songwriters I work with, they have like a artist career besides Think, not the ones who are just strictly Think, kind of like I am. They have a harder time writing their own stuff than they do for Sync. There's something about letting go of that. I have to write the next thing that I've never written before. That pressure on you usually makes it harder. So when I take those reins off people, they write songs, they go, man, this is better than the stuff I usually do. They thought it was going to be whack. Like, I'm just going to put out a song and make it as quick as I can. And then all of a sudden they come out with this crazy song and they're like, it's because you took that pressure off. You took that pressure off.
Different aliases, like I have, like we have fun with it, just like and speaking of different aliases, I got it right here. The brief is coming up. That's and you on the beat right there, so like that's another great one. And before we play another one, I was going to ask you because that one, singing and rapping. This is just a random one because you're from Philly. If you were to make a group, like an ultimate group with you and two other, because you can go singer, rapper, you can do, you know what I mean?
Oh yeah.
with two. It can't be your own group though. It got to be like, well, I guess I don't know. But
Oh yeah, I mean I
this
know
is
the
look.
answer to this one, man. It's to me, it's probably pretty simple. It would probably be Pharrell and Lupe. Me, Pharrell and Lupe. So I
I
would just
like that.
essentially take Kanye's place in CRS because they was already pretty close with CRS, man. I was excited about that.
Yeah,
But yeah, man, yeah, Pharrell, I love Pharrell, man. I
Virginia.
love Pharrell. I definitely and Lupe's my favorite rapper. I'm just so yeah, I love everything Lupe does. He's a genius to me.
That would be actually a really dope synergy too. Just picturing that right there, Lupe, you singing and rapping, and Pharrell. Shout out to Virginia because at the whole Clips album, man. I stay off social media, but it is I don't be keeping up with anything. But it's Virginia, man, and I love that. I love that answer. So we got rocking up next. Should we play the briefers? Definitely. So that one, you have a lot of when it comes to doing stuff like the boom bap, you always come in like with a lot on hand and you crush it. Like, are you, and this is like because you mentioned VSTs, are you pulling what producers will produce with? Because it sounds like it's produced with the instruments and the stuff that was used. Like we did a chiptune album and we had a one chiptune producer. That he didn't get anything vocal, but he came through and he literally uses like the actual, I don't know how he does it, chips from the console. Like he's like,
Oh wow, yeah, like actual real chip tunes.
I'm
Yeah,
like, how
that's
you do
dope.
that? Yeah, for like the to keep it real and genuine within the chip. But either way, like this one, like going to that decade, like how did you kind of piece that together?
This is from I was working with my classes at Pendulum Inc., where I teach mixing, mastering, producing, all the different things that I do. And I was working with my class, and this is a class submission, man. This
Get
is the
out of
class
town.
all working together to create a song,
Serious.
and we did a bunch of joints, and it was a lot of fun. I'm still doing it. We just had another bunch of
Dude,
songs come in. And
that's amazing.
this was done specially for this brief. So this was not like
Dude,
song laying around. This was like, yeah. So big
that's
up to
special.
all my students, and yeah, they smashed this joint. So
How can people join? Like, is it a local thing or internet? Like, how can people
oh,
join
it's
that
it's
class?
internet, yeah. PendulumInc.com. It's a hip hop school, man. Mickey
I love it.
Fax. Mickey Fax, Chilla Jones, Rob Nice, Rhymecology. These guys are they found it. They brought me in. It's an amazing group of people. It's just incredible group of writers, and they're all so in love with hip hop and teaching hip hop as an art form. And these are really, dedicated students to the school of hip hop, the art form of hip hop, and what really goes into it. Mickey's got a textbook. This is
So cool.
it's the real deal. So I'm in there teaching, doing what I do, but those guys are the experts in that stuff, and it's amazing. So yeah, this is the product of a really, really good school.
Man, I'm glad that came up because that's very special. Because
Yeah.
we got it and it came through, and I'm like, yo, it's super dope. The briefers, and I didn't know that's a cool
K
neat thing.
Gibbs, yeah, the
Yeah,
briefers. You
that's a
get
cool
it? Yeah,
alias.
the
Yeah,
briefers. Yeah, K Gibbs. Yeah, these
yeah.
guys. Yeah, it's excellent, amazing. Yeah, we had a graduation last year in New York.
Oh,
Just beautiful, beautiful stuff, man. Yeah,
oh
spin that.
man, I was
I
gonna
love
say,
this album, by the way. This whole album that you guys
thank you
put
so much.
together is one of my favorite joints.
Oh
Like,
man,
and then you got the slow jam joints. We got some slow jams in there.
oh thank
We
you.
got that joint what was that joint that I did for that? There's the upbeat joints
The
like this,
first
and then there
time.
was that slow jam joint, like Jodeci type
Oh
joint.
yeah, you got the first time, fall again.
Yeah, the first time,
Yeah,
that's it, that
yeah. You
joint.
could. Oh, we might
Yeah,
have to play
I
both
was in my
because
joke. That was
yeah,
like Jodeci, Silk, Boys to Men. I was just like loving being back in that era. So
we
again
gotta play
giving it
that
up
one
to
too.
you for the bomb ass brief, man. That was the
Oh
brief.
man, that was because it's funny because we did one and then it was like ended up to being two series and then three and then a
Yeah.
bonus round because like I mean hey, to be honest we might come back around because it's like that's fun, that's good vibes, and it's still like even if someone isn't searching, like we do it because we love it, if someone isn't searching for like, man, we can't use that, it's that's boom bap, like nah, they still out here doing, look at Cardi B and Bruno Mars, like they still doing good, it's good
Yep.
vibes. Oh yeah,
I
it
mean, it
doesn't
was
matter
like
what time.
it was like New Jack Swing. We were bordering New Jack Swing. This is a New
Yeah,
Jack Swing, Teddy Riley style joint, like straight up. But definitely props to you, because here's where your knowledge and your expertise came in with something like this, because you know this. A lot of 90s searches from publishers, collections, agencies are going to give you a very similar sound when you're thinking 90s, or you're like, it's not what you produce. That album that you guys EP'd is perfect for the stuff that usually doesn't turn up in searches like that. You're not going to
Oh man.
find Teddy Riley, Jodeci's type stuff. You're going to
Yeah,
find a lot more traditional boom bap, like you said,
of course.
primo style stuff,
Yeah.
stuff that sounds sampled, but it isn't, like jazzy stuff. But when you start falling into New Jack Swing, and that's probably why everybody came out the woodworks, and you're on
Oh
out
yeah.
3 albums, because everyone was excited to make that music.
For
Like
real?
we don't
Yeah.
get asked for that often. We
Oh,
don't
I'm
get
ready.
that
Yeah.
brief. So it was time to
Yeah.
go when that brief came out.
Oh, thank you so much. I love that too, because yeah, and the new Jack. It's funny, you mentioned that because like that's what I think we sent out because it was like, nah, it's not just boom bap. Like the new Jack, like we want to come to this universe, and I think the third one, even like listening to the third one on shuffle, the album art. I know it's kind of getting deep, but it was supposed to feel like a PlayStation soundtrack or something like that to a
Yeah.
PlayStation game that kind of comes in. We had a little bit of rock on there, but hey, we took it everywhere, man. So it means a lot, CaiNo. This one right here, the briefest WOA, work of art.
Work of art.
Let's rock and roll. And we definitely got to play the first time next, and then we'll end it out with. I was gonna say ready for the night, but it's so many, man. Like I don't know. We'll figure it out. All right, here
All
we
right.
go. The briefest first, and let's rock and roll.
Can I talk my talk?
One time for your mind. It's gonna be another one of those fun joints. You know what I'm saying? And it go a little something like this. Can I talk my talk? Can I see the swing as I went, get them up? Then I go to work with the word, I don't toss it. I take my time with it. Let's go. One. What a work of art. What a work of art. What a work of art. What a work of art.
Easily passing, each passion, once to the left, kind of dice to the right. Despite these distractions, the multiplying fraction. All about my money, it's my one and only passion. I ain't never asking, just flashing. Hip hop fashion, hoppers in my whip and I'm dashing. Never lacking, deuce cracking. Jack boys jacking, FYI, I'm FLY. Yeah, I've been a bomb since I stepped outside. Bucket with the bomber on. Cuban on my wrist, so the armor charm. Roller from the hoodies and the jeans. Faculty fracture, these tracks, I'm hoodie and beans. Bouncing out of mom's cribs, gotta get to the dream. Scheme for a get to
Can I talk my talk? Can I see the swing as I play, get them up? Then I go to work.
Oh yeah, that's a fun one. You know what? I was gonna say like and shout out to what's the first MC right there?
I'm trying to remember, man. It's hard right now. I'm trying to remember. It was a tough. K Gibbs is the first MC on that.
Shout out to
K
Tay. Awesome. Shout out to Tay Gibbs because like, all right, I'm not gonna be off topic, but Will Smith's album, right? He came out and the beats he chose were like, I'm gonna bring up the instrumental for this, and the beats he chose were like, current, like not current, but he rapping on trap. Like much love. I ain't listened to the whole album, so I'm kind of off the grid. But he cussing now. He ain't used to he cussing now. But this beat right here, I'm just gonna play the beat by itself. Like I ain't lying. Like I feel like he needed this on literally. It's current.
No, it was. You probably didn't want to go backwards, man. I don't know.
Man, something made him want to cuss, man. I don't know what it is,
man.
Will, but we let him expression. But you guys crushed that, man, and
Shout
Jam Volume
Gibbs,
3.
Shout them briefers, man. I love my students. I am just so proud of them guys, man. So yeah.
Dude, I love it. So we have, and I don't want to play it while we're in the jam session, because it's on the same album, real quick, and then we'll have some fun ones for you, CaiNo. I would love to get a quote from you, because you always got the gems. We're gonna rock out the slow one just to kind of let people hear the not only the variety, but come on, this is the whole jam vibe. So this is the first time, and this one is produced by you as well. I was gonna say, boom. I mean, come on, Mark. We got throw it in the air, CaiNo. So producing, songwriting. Let's go. Here we go. The first time.
with you close to me, approaching ecstasy. Is this real? Don't wake me if I'm dreaming. Yeah, your touch so gentle makes my heart skip a beat. That's when you whispered in my ear. Every night the first time, nothing quite like the first time. Holding you in my arms, ain't no words that I can describe. First time, hand in hand.
Hit him with that break, man. Hit him with that break, CaiNo. That's super smooth, man.
Yo, you want to know what's cool about that song that's not typical? I actually build the verses up, and the hook has the least amount of music, which is not typical. Usually you build to a hook that has all the stuff in it, all the bells and whistles to let you know it's a hook. That song is obviously, you know, first time. It's like it's building, and then when you get to that hook, it's actually minimal. Like there's just that little bit of string and that little bit of bass, and then the verses build back up. Yeah, that was fun. I love that song. I don't know if you could tell, but I kind of wanted it to sound like I was more than one person. Like, you remember the old groups where the first guy would start off and it would be kind of like, he'd be like, and then the next guy would come up and he would be all extra. It'd be Casey. Casey would be like, yeah. And you'd be like, oh man. He'd be like, oh, this bull just went off. And so I was kind of trying to do that without it sounding like I was forcing it, but I wanted it to sound like the verse was split up between two people, and then I did the low rap. The low rap in there.
Yep, crushed it. And you know, even in those groups, they always had the guy with the low voice that, like, man, you would tell, you know who it is when hey, I'm so and so. Like, that's the guy. So yeah, you crushed all of them right there, man. Like, in that one, to be honest, if you didn't even know that was from like a jam series, like it's kind of like what we aim for. Like if you heard that, it doesn't matter where at, in the car, radio, on a show, you would want to Shazam it because it'd be like, who is this? What is this? And where can I get more of it and whatnot right there? Because even though,
what they hope for, man.
Yeah, it was aimed for that, like that theme that we did, but I could hear that on the radio today. So it's literally like, hey, timeless, man. It's definitely.
I think that's the key to sync that a lot of educators or internet influencers miss about sync, because it's always, you know, it becomes such a niche, like writing for sync, writing for the briefs.
That's true.
But there's so much. It's not writing for sync. It's writing a dope song. That could be used in sync. So the more you write for sync, I mean, always write to the briefs, but the more you zone in, the less broad your stuff's going to be able to work everywhere. Like you said, like especially Shazamability, like you want to land the placement, but you want to land multiple placements. You want it to be able to be used everywhere. I mean, yeah, I'm horrible on social media, man. I don't promote my music at all. And any plays that I have or anything anybody knows is all from Shazam, man. It's all from them. Just what's that? Where did that come from? What song is that? So yeah, Shazam is huge. I love that app. My wife makes fun of me. She'd be like, "You're Shazamming something, aren't you?" Because I'll be somewhere and I used to be like this in the store, and then she started calling me out. So I'd be like, and she'd be like, "I know you're Shazam because you're standing right under the joint. You're not moving. You stop following me." I'm like, "Yeah, I just need to know who this is." And I love doing the in-store stuff because you hear so many different artists in stores than you would on the, you know, because there's a lot of independent artists that get their music on in-store airplay. It's really a lot of good money in in-store airplay all over the world, not just in the US. But yeah, you'll hear some awesome stuff, and you'll be like, I never heard this artist before.
Yeah,
you find some good music that way for sure.
I love that. That's a gem for people too. Like even artists in general, like the Spotify's like fractions of a penny, but the in-store plays, man, not even in comparison. It's like not even. I think like 10 plays can be $20 to $30. Like it's literally, and then 10 plays of Spotify, you'll be lucky to get a dime. So it's like, it's like, man,
they don't even pay you under 1,000 anymore, right? Isn't that what it is? Yeah, you don't even get paid under 1,000 streams anymore.
Man, how can you take a fraction of a penny down to like, I'd be looking like how many zeros for? Like it'd be like so many fractions of a penny, almost to the point where it'd be like, man, don't even worry about it. But still, they add up to a penny. But man,
Yo,
just keep
I
that
owe
oh,
you
one.
$1.46. You know what, man? You could just keep the $1.46. That's all right. I'm okay. But yeah, luckily that's not what I'm doing it for. Thank God I'm
Yeah,
not
yeah.
dependent on that. And it's horrible for the people that
Dude, yeah.
used to there used to be a sustainable income when you would sell music back in the day.
Yeah, yeah.
Even selling CDs. Like I made a ton of money selling CDs in high school. Like it's just
Yes.
now it's just really difficult. So I feel very blessed that Sync came into my life because it even helped me continue to work in the record industry as well because I fell back in love with the music because I feel like there's so much more, there's so many better people in Sync. Man, there's just so many good
Yeah,
people in
yeah.
Sync.
That's the truth.
That's why
Yes.
when you come across somebody like you said with the contract and trying to sneak something in, or somebody
Yeah.
trying to, there's too many nice people to work with. Like you can easily
You
move
know what
that
I mean?
aside. Like I don't need to work with you. There's a lot of cool people that I can work
Yeah,
with.
yeah.
I don't need to work with you.
Yeah, that's the team good guys thing that we have is like it's more like just the saying of like when that happened it's more like you just identified yourself. So it's like
Yeah.
we can't really, much love for you, but it's just one where it's like because we love what we do, we're around passionate people like yourself and just it's funny because when you go from the label side to like the sync side,
Mm-hmm.
everything that we do, like, I just discovered my brother's been watching anime since we were kids and I never was on it, but I just discovered it like this year, solo leveling. So we gonna do a whole anime type vibe, right? And I'm like, this is not for Spotify.
Yeah.
We got
Right.
sub publishers in South Korea. Like if it gets on anime, cool, but it's something that we want to do. So it's just one where no one can look at what we're doing and say, you still rapping? Like, yeah, you right. You for sure I am. Better believe it.
Yeah, man, absolutely. That's what's
Yeah.
up.
Thank you, Kano. We got one more, and then I would love to grab
Yes,
a
sir.
quote from you, man. So this
Yes,
one right
sir.
here, Ready for the Night. Thank you for kicking it with us, Kano. This is Ready for the Night. This is on Push Boogie Down. Shout out to Federico Coderoni. He's a composer in Italy. We're worldwide with it, and this is a collaboration between Federico and Kano. Ready for the Night. Let's rock and roll.
Get ready. Get ready.
Mm.
Yeah. Come on. I got it made. Nothing standing in my way. I just got paid. And I'm feeling great. Time is not something my ways. I got something to say. Get feeling right. Yeah. Can you feel the light? Right now, loving life. Come inside. Get ready for the night.
It's a test, right? Trying to hit the sky like a test flight, trying to be the best, right? Step into the next like you want to live the rest of your life on a pedestal. I'm telling you, it's just a little dose of something better than that regular you used to. Slip into something much more elegant than suits you. Loosen up, something about the groove is us. Jumping off a moving truck. Oh, it's the night that everyone's been waiting for. We've been patient long enough. Everybody shake your stuff. The crowd's just waking up. Ain't nobody gonna sleep tonight. Come and grab a piece of life and just live it up. Nothing's got more power than love, and tonight is like a shower, straight from above, and everything is alright. Yeah, we ready for the night.
Get ready. Get ready.
We got to let it drop. We got to let it drop.
Night. Get ready. Get ready. Get ready. Get ready for the night. Come on, like. I got it made. Not standing in my way. I just got paid. And I'm feeling great. Time is not some my race. I got something to say. Get feeling right. Yeah. Can you feel the light? Can you bring it up? Living life. Come inside. Get ready for the night. Get ready.
Man, I almost played the whole song. I didn't want to cut it
Right,
off,
how
man.
could you write anything else to that track though? Like I said, the
Come on.
track just is begging for what it wants. Like that was a fun track, man. I don't know. That feels classic. That's one of those
Man.
ones where it feels like you could trick somebody and be like, "You remember this joint? You remember this joint?" And they would be like, yeah, I guess you don't remember. It was on the album with what? Oh, all right, I remember that joint. Yeah, like you could definitely
It's a
trick someone
throwback.
to think that was a classic. I love that, man.
Oh yeah, and you guys killed it. And Federico, that's real man. I think that one when we was talking about AI, that's all real instruments. Like man, he's got like the trumpet over there and
Yeah,
everything.
those
You can
horns
tell.
are fantastic. Yeah, you can tell
Yeah,
the bass, all of that. Yeah, that's feel good music right there. And then that's like that classic feel and that classic hook. I think that's why I added the rap style like I did, because then it gives it a whole new, like, oh wait, maybe it isn't an old joint. Yeah, like, okay, it gives it a newer spin to take, for editors, you got two different, you got the hook, you got the verses are in different, you could use it for different stuff.
You rode that beat right there when it cut out too, because like that's when it's like almost keeping the keep the tempo challenge right there. Because when it came back in with the because it went out and all you had to go off of is the say, oh man, I know how that is, man. So you rode that and came right back on the man, you guys crushed it.
Yeah, that's great, man. Thank you. There's a lot of good music, man, that's inspired by the stuff you're putting together. So I appreciate everything you do for all of us. You're always working hard, man. So I appreciate it. Working on great stuff, so that's where that's where the good music comes from. It's written for you.
Man, right back at you, brother. And before you leave, please, if you can give us a quote, it doesn't have to be music related. It could be life related. You've already gave them a whole bunch of gems. It could be anything from day to day, whatever that comes to mind, something that you like to tell the people just to end the night.
Yeah. Remember why you're doing this. Remember this is what you love. I have to remind myself that constantly, because no matter what you love and you make work out of it, you make work out of it, so it's prone to get stressful. Just remember that this is our gift. This is what we were put here to do. And once you lock into that, my mom used to say a man's gift makes room for him. So let the gift make room for you. We are here to do this. Get that, anything that I tell like young sync writers and people that are coming to me, it's like, get that doubt out of the way. Get that doubt out of the way. Just remember, this is what you were built to do. The more you can be mindless about it, the more you're letting the special that we have in there flow through, because you start putting that, that brain into it, it'll mess everything up. So just do you, and remember, we love this. We love this. And also, just something that I always want to say, this is possible. If I can do it, anybody can do it. You can make a living out of making music. I love telling people I make a living making music. This is what we do. So go out there and chase it. There's so much. Don't let AI stand. This is all just stuff to make you afraid. It's all stuff to make you stop making music. So it's like, oh, they're going to do it, so I'm going to stop. Nah, get out there and make music that AI can't make. Or even better, like, don't be afraid of them copying it. Go out there and make music they want to feed into their machines. Go in there and make that music they want to feed into their machines, and figure out how you did it and reproduce it, because by that point, we're already light years ahead. That's the thing. If AI's chasing us and we keep going, they're always going to be chasing us.
Yeah, it's too different.
Always going to be chasing us. They'll always be behind. So don't be, this is what we were born for. Live into that. Step into that.
Dude, I love it, CaiNo. Groundbreaking. And what was that quote? Just so we can kind of take that. It was make room, because I was gonna say to make room for the gift part. Because I want to save that one right there.
Yeah, a man's gift makes room for him.
A man's gift makes room for him, right there. I want to make sure everybody gets that one, brother. And CaiNo, you the best, man. Everybody loves CaiNo. Thank you for joining us, brother. We have to do this more. We got so many to play, and you guys make sure you hit the link. Man, just type in CaiNo on Spotify, put it on shelf. I know you got your own radio station on there, because so many gems, brother. So thank you.
Yeah. Also, man, listen to all those great push artists, man. You guys got such a great roster, and I'm loving the Discord, and I'm loving all the stuff that you guys got going on. So all those push artists, you know what I mean? Janae, look, me and Janae made some magic. Like, there's just so many talented people on that roster. So keep doing what you're doing. I'll keep doing what I'm doing, and all of us together makes a perfect world, man.
My brother, only the beginning, CaiNo. Thank you so much. Have a great night, guys. Thank you, CaiNo.
Peace, bro.
I got it, man.